Cricketing gods have been kind to us, the weather is perfect, and it is time for the ACC Men's Premier Cup 2023. The hosts are going to get us underway. That is Nepal taking on Malaysia. I've got the key men alongside me in the middle. That's the captain of the home side, Rohit Powell, who's joined by Ahmed Faiz and Mr. Sarika Prasad, the ACC match referee. Rohit, I think you're going to spin the coin. Please give it a toss. Heads is the call. Oh, taking a rough turn. Sarika, what is it? It is a head. Ahmed, you've won the toss. What are you going to do and why?
We're going to bat first.
New head coach, Monty Desai. But every side here will be capable of winning matches. And Malaysia, they know the local conditions very well here. They've played 2 different tri-series over the last couple of years, mainly in T20 format, but they've played a bit of 50-over cricket in recent times too. They were in Hong Kong. And one thing is for certain, we're in for 2.5 weeks of real entertainment. 15 game days, 24 matches, and just 1 champion. Great to be with you. Andrew Leonard here with Paresh Lahani. Paresh, more importantly, how are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm pretty good, Lenny. A very good morning to all the viewers again. The 2 opening batters for Malaysia, Virendeep Singh. He knows the conditions here. He has played here before in different franchise league. Like Lenny said, under 2 years they have travelled here to play tri-series, and they've been to different parts of Nepal. They've even been to Bhairawa, the national side of Malaysia, to participate in the club's
tournament. It's something that I think every associate fan has been looking forward to, every Asian cricket fan has been looking forward to.
Yes, definitely. All the 10 teams participating in this, the Associate of Asia, they're really to win this tournament and get that spot to play against India and Pakistan in the Asia Cup, the big boys of world cricket. In the meanwhile, Sompal Khani starts off with a good ball. Now just straying down the leg side, nicely flicked away off his pads for a single. Malaysia off the mark.
Expect to see Pratish GC, Gyanendra Malla. Carved away, going to be 4 more. The extra pace of Jah makes it very nice indeed to come onto the bat, and Shukar is off to a good start. Malaysia, 2nd boundary in the over.
Yeah, that was a very good shot. The 2nd good shot for Shukar. Right on top of the bounce of the ball, getting that gap again. A diving effort by the fielder there, but couldn't stop, resulting a boundary. 2 fours for Shukar.
All in the 50-over format across 15 game days here. Going to be the first wicket. He's not just lost his bat, he's kicked the turf. A rather farcical way to be dismissed, but Nepal have struck. Gulshan Jah willingly takes the gift. It was full. Shukar threw the kitchen sink and he lost his bat. His bat went flying into the air. Look at this. Oh dear, there it goes. And that is the first wicket. Dipender Singh Ari is never going to drop that, and Nepal have their first.
Comes down the track, Virendeep punches it down to long off region for a single. Talking about Fayaz, he's been an old campaigner, 35 years of age, Paresh, still looking for his first 100 for the national team. Well, he has that opportunity today. If he plays till the 40th over, probably can. That's a big appeal, and Fayaz is out. Outside edge.
Cover. This time he sweeps it, but straight to the fielder. A good, smart catch by Sompal Khani. The 3rd wicket is down for Malaysia.
Well, this is the problem with the anchor innings. If you get out when you're just trying to accelerate, your numbers can look quite poor. 46 off 94, he's gone for Virendeep Singh. He was looking to sweep a 4 away to get to 50, and instead Sompal Khani's held a good catch around the corner at the 45-degree angle, and he's caught Virendeep Singh short of 50. He's gone for 46 as Malaysia, they lose their 3rd. Big shot down the ground by Vijayuni, and he's not going to get it over the rope. Kushal Malla takes the catch. It was a point to the heavens immediately from Rajbansi. That was the confidence that he has in young Kushal Malla. This is the problem. Malaysia have got to get going, and they're looking for big shots right from the off. Can only pick out long off, and Rajbansi has his second, Nepal have their fourth.
Yes, look at this again. Very smart bowling by Lalit. An easy catch to Kushal Malla down to the boundary line at long off. Easier as it gets for Kushal Malla.
Picked up again. Man out there and taken. Wanted to go much squarer, didn't he, Aziz? And it's the off cutter. I wonder, was that what Rohit Powell and Sampal Kami were discussing? No big celebrations, relief as much as anything. Aziz is gone for an unlucky 13. Malaysia, they slide further. They're in trouble.
Yes, they are very smart bowling. Good captaincy by Rohit Powell. That was an off cutter, as didn't hit the middle of the bat. Went straight to Rohit Powell. He was stationed there by himself. A low catch taken by him.
Asif Khan, 101 not out off 42 balls. He destroyed the death bowling of Nepal. It felt like the game was gone, particularly when Nepal were 31 for 3. And then somehow, I'm still trying to calculate how, a month on. I don't know how they did it. This one's hit down the ground. Taken. The cutters do work. And pace off works, and Bim Sharkey has a big role to play in that wicket, as Hayat's rather rudimentary efforts with the bat come up short, and Kami has his second wicket.
Yeah, nice change of pace, off cutter. Didn't get it right off the bat, middle of the bat, Hayat, and a smart catch taken there by Bhim. Good running catch there by Bhim. Doesn't he cover a lot of ground?
The emotions of that day were remarkable, but probably the best part of it for associate in Nepali cricket. Bowled him. Oh, it's a beauty. Around the wicket, it's curved, it's dipped. It might have been a knuckle ball. Something that Kami's clearly been working on. He's on a hat-trick. Middle stump is rocked back and the crowd roar.
Wow, it was a curving Yorker. Maybe a knuckle ball. Rightly said by Andrew. And the big leg side boundary, it's a decent option to go with Sandeep as well.
That's where they're targeting, the bigger side of the ground. And we know that Sandeep Lamachani loves taking wickets. He'll be seeing this as a chance to pick up one or two more. I was just surprised not to see Irie close things out, as he looks like a good option at the death. 6 overs, none for 24 for him. Economical as always today. It's a work in progress, this at the death. Only 5 overs today for Jah. He might be used another day. As that's picked up, and picked up all the way, where Kushal Malla does brilliantly well to save 6. If he'd held on to it, it would have carried his weight over the rope. It would have been a maximum. Instead, it's just 1 run to the total. I think that's pretty clean. And clever work by Kushal Malla long off.
Yeah, that was a very strong hit on the back foot. This umpires are definitely going to check that if the fielder has touched the rope while catching the ball. And it seems it's a tight call. Did a decent job, Kushal Malla, to throw it back.
Yeah, the question will be, did his left leg, his back leg, as he planted that, maybe come into contact with those advertising cushions or not? We do have the ability to boundary check, so our third umpire, that's Vinod Babu of Oman, is having a look. He'll be in communication with the umpires on field. One more look at it here. It looks very tight, doesn't it? The back leg, which is the left leg of Malla. Mala's judged it brilliantly well to even try and keep this in, but that back leg, does it touch the rope? Maybe not. Very athletic. These players, they practice this now regularly. You see them almost do it routinely. It's not easy.
Yeah, I think Kushal has done a really good job there. Umpire still waiting for the call.
Yeah, I think it'll be given as a single. There's not enough evidence to give that as a maximum, surely. Very tight, no doubt, but best couple of angles that we have are these two. And with this one here, for me, it's not my decision. It's Vinod Babu's, but I don't think there's clear evidence that his foot is in contact with the rope whilst he has the ball in his hands. That's why he's flicked it back in. Well, he's going to be given a 6. Very marginal. The umpire's decided it's going to go all the way for a maximum, and Lamachani none too pleased by that.
Yeah, a decent effort there by Mullah, but 6 more runs for Malaysia. 3 balls to go.
Means that Idris retains the strike as well. Tossed up very teasingly. Idris doesn't look like he's got enough of this. All he can do is pick out Dipendra Singh Ari. Lamachani loves taking wickets. There's another to his name. No great celebration. It's not an ODI, remember. Has to wait for number 100 in that format. It's a list A 50 over game. This, but Lamachani sees the back of Idris after being hit for a maximum.
Yeah, Idris trying to give it a big heave. Getting height rather than distance, and he goes for 21 of 13 balls. A decent little innings. Malaysia
made an ODI ton, and even Kushal Bhurtel scored his maiden ODI ton the month before that.
Yes, and his partner Asif Sheikh is in equally good form. And the most talented batters in Nepal right now. Be a very, very interesting chase with these two in form. Malaysia would be looking to pick up that early wicket, and to start off from the Chobar end, it's Wafiq is a left hand medium fast bowler, has decent pace, swings it with the new ball.
Yeah, for Malaysia to defend this total, they'll have to take wickets in the first power play, a wicket or two to put pressure on Nepal. Wafiq Irfan, left arm fast. Sharath, you must have seen him. I haven't seen him. Tell me about this bowler.
Yeah, he'd been here before in the Tri-Series played among Nepal, Netherlands and Malaysia. That happened after the COVID 2021. Was also part of the friendly series against I think Zimbabwe, Nepal and Malaysia it is, if I'm not sure. Just check on that, but he's been a regular member of the Malaysian cricket team and a very good medium pacer. Would be looking to strike early. Left arm seamers are always a dangerous option. The ball coming in, it'll be interesting to see how much swing he gets early on.
The first ball of the second innings. Starts off with a wide, down to the leg side. There was slightly hint of a shape, but the line was wrong. He should have started on off stump and then ended up on the middle leg.
That was a decent long run up. Decent crowd in for the first day. Not as such as the last time Nepal played here, when we had around 30,000 crowd. 30,000 people, but first day of the tournament. Lifts us down leg side onto the pads. Single taken, leg by given.
Yeah, I think Kushal was hurried by the pace there. It struck the thigh pad and a single taken by Kushal. Runs to be scored off the bat yet.
Congestion ahead. You are on the
Irfan. 2 slips. Point cover, mid off, mid on, mid wicket. Oh, nicely bowled outside off stump.
Very good ball by Wafiq. Probably moved away from the batter. Looks a very good.
Irfan, the slips comes to the short mid. Inside edge, running down to the boundary for 4 runs. Lucky boundary for Kushal Bhurtel.
Probably it was a little risky shot there by Kushal. The ball coming in sharply. There was very little width to play with. Inside edging it, luckily went past the stumps, above the head of the keeper for 4 runs.
I think the ball skidded into him and he didn't have that time to go back to the back foot. He played it on the front foot. That is why he got the inside edge. Lucky didn't go to the stumps, went for a boundary over the keeper's head. Nicely pulled, fine. Yet another boundary, back-to-back boundary for Kushal Bhurtel. And look at the crowd. 21 for 1, 25 for 1 rather, Nepal in the 5th over. A good start for them.
Back-to-back boundaries coming in for Nepal. This would get some momentum going for Team Nepal. Yeah, Wafiq bowling right where Kushal Bhurtel likes it. Just short of down the leg side. Just tried to pull it. Bhurtel getting half of it and just guiding it towards the fine leg region. Fetching another 4.
Good over for Nepal. And that's timed very well, but no single taken. Good fielding there by Virendeep Singh.
It's Vijay Unni, probably. Yeah, a little uppishly played there by Kushal. Between the mid wicket and mid on region. Probably the umpires checking in with the ball. The seam has been damaged. Probably a change of ball required. Stop is in play.
Yeah, I think the ball is slightly stopping onto the batsman. If that's the case, then it's a problem for the Nepali batters because the ball was nicely coming onto the bat in the first innings for Malaysia. And the ball is getting changed here.
The ball getting scuffed up or getting damaged early is a sign of the dryness of this wicket, Paresh. But hopefully it will still be.
Drop chance. I think this is put down. It's come off the glove. Bim Sharkey, who's played out a maiden for money, is surprised by the bounce. I think this has come off the glove. I'm not saying it's easy, but Syed Aziz has put it down.
Syed Aziz being a part-time keeper as well. Just looking for the ball actually. Bim Sharkey getting the top edge. Doesn't need to play those shots right now. Reverse sweeps, that's his game, but needs to be a little extra careful at the start.
Yeah, particularly with the flying start in terms of both runs and wickets. They've lost 2 wickets in the power play. Going at a run of ball exactly, you can see in the bottom of your screen there. So the required run rate right now is not a factor. It's about 4, maybe 4 4.25 and over, something like that. There's so much power down this Nepali batting order. All it is now is a case of batting some time. If you play out a maiden or two, it's not the end of the world. Rotate the strike if you can. And as we've seen, you are going to get the occasional bad ball to put away.
Exactly. Probably the dot ball pressure building up onto Bhim. But it's not about your individual game, it's about the team's game, where what's required for the team is more important. And the rate in which Nepal is going, they don't need to lose that extra wicket and just keep picking those singles, and those odd boundaries will come definitely.
It's a shot that Paudel likes. He likes to guide it away, use the pace of the spinners. But he's just causing a few problems here. The off spinner his action really reminds me of, which I might talk to you about in his next over. Oh, very straight. There's a little bit of Ravi Ashwin in that for me, I reckon. End of the 11th over. It's 63 for 2. Well, if Hong Kong close out that victory, that'd be a statement victory, wouldn't it? Statement that, okay, they might not be in Cricket World Cup League 2, they might not have ODI status these days, but remember, it was them that qualified for the last Asia Cup. They got through that excellent qualifier there in Oman. Upsetting the UAE, who went in as heavy favourites. And I thought Hong Kong on the whole acquitted themselves pretty well. I know it was in the shorter format, the T20 format. In the UAE, they had certainly showed moments of why they can be such a good side, and they're showing it again in the 50 over version here starting today. Game day 1. Net run rate could be important in terms of getting to the semi-final 2. Oh dear. What looked like a regulation single, as the heat is starting to tell. This time it's Rizwan Haider. They call that the long barrier to make sure it's impenetrable. The key to the technique is to have your knee together with your foot gone straight through.
Yes, he went straight through between the legs and between his palms as well. Out! Very soft dismissal here for Rohit Paudel, who was looking very good. I think the ball bounced a bit.
Well, a disaster, just as we spoke about how Rohit Paudel was looking imperious and chanceless and flawless. He's managed to find a way to give it out, a bit of a nothing shot. He was 42 off 42, and he's just helped it to backward point. Again, that slightly unorthodox action of Virendeep Singh does tend to take wickets. And a pretty simple catch held at backward point by the youngster Mohammad Amir Azim, as Paudel's
that into the gap. Beautiful fielding there yet again by Amir Azim. I talk about Sakti Goshen. He had a very running run up when he bowled spin, and against Iran, I remember in 2004 he got a batsman bowled out and the batsman refused to go out, because the batsman was saying to the umpire that you cannot run and bowl a spin.
Oh yes, I remember that game. That was the game, is it, where we got the game over inside 2 hours, isn't it?
hit it straight towards the stumps at the non-striker's end. After 30, Nepal 186 for 3.
Team, we only have 1 day left. Focus, man.
No, coach. We have 1 month. You have 1 month. I have 1 month. I have sent my referral note. Please check it once.
Whirling Refer गर्नुहोस् दुवैजनालाई 1 महिना फ्री इन्टरनेट र नेट टिभी सब्सक्रिप्सन पाउनुहोस् Whirling Refer offer.
Alright, guys, don't worry. We have 1 month. Let's do this.
लाइफबॉय ह्यान्ड वासले मार्छ 99.9% ब्याक्टेरिया र भाइरसेस। यसले भाइरससँग लड्छ र तपाईलाई सुरक्षा दिन्छ। वर्ल्ड्स नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड।
Yeah, so you can see the same bowler being used from the Chobar end. Nepal need 50 more runs of 20 overs, which should be an easy task. So there's a change in commentary again. Welcome back, Lenny.
Thanks, Jared. Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Dream start for Nepal. Absolute dream. There's a few nerves or something this morning. I couldn't quite put my finger on it. Maybe it's because I was off a long flight with a pretty poor night's sleep. I don't know what it was, but everything felt a bit weird this morning. Everyone finding their way into the tournament. And I thought Nepal were under par. Not taking away from how Ahmed Faiz and Virendeep Singh batted and got Malaysia into a very strong position to post a big total. But then something changed. Maybe that spark from Lamachani getting the wicket. This one's chipped into the leg side. It'll land safely for, should be a couple. And since then, really, with the exception of maybe the fall of Asif Sheikh, it's been pretty smooth going, isn't it, for the kind of latter 60% of this match, or latter 3/4 of the game. Nepal maybe just a bit nervous. And those expectations of the home fans, they can weigh on you sometimes, but they've come into their own, and they're going to take what looks to me to be a massive victory. Hong Kong have got off to a brilliant start. They have given Singapore a real drubbing, winning with 102 balls remaining. Barbahaya showing us what everyone here in Nepal already knows, that he is a class act. Finished it with 6-6-6-1 off Akshay Puri, who's a talented, he's off Aritra Dutta. Puri was at the other end. And Dutta's 6 overs went for 61. Singapore beaten all ends up. Plenty of happy fans. They've had a good afternoon. Really enjoyed the action, and we're expecting big crowds throughout the rest of the tournament. I've decided the way I'm going to describe the first date. It's a bit like a first date. It's been a bit nervy, a bit tentative, but ultimately it's ended really well.
Yes, we would have loved to see more crowds coming in, but not bad for a first day. See the security personnel doing their job. Been very helpful in the past as well. So here he comes, Amir Azim, the guy you were looking for. And Lenny?
It's about 20 overs too late for me, but finally the left arm spinner has given his chance. You think about these conditions and how conducive they are to left arm spin. He does get good turn. You want to encourage your spinners, give them an opportunity to impact the game. It's too late for him to do that, but maybe he can just show something here. Young Mohammed Amir Azim, also known as Amir Azim Shakur to give him his full name, can just show his skipper something to influence Malaysia's competition for the rest of it. If you lose your first game, you get yourself in trouble. Probably going to have to win 3 to get to the semi-finals, maybe 2. And he shows there, even though Kushamala has turned away, he gets turn, he gets bounce. Good little cricketer, this man.
Yeah, looks to be a decent cricketer who opened the innings for Malaysia. Looked impressive for his short little innings. Yeah, it's always a good addition to the team who can bowl a bit of left arm spin, opening left arm batter. Can go start well here in this game. Could be a good option in the future.
Yeah, he's only bowled two 2 balls, but it just shows that he is a good option. He certainly, for me, would be a more consistent left-arm spinner than Virendeep Singh. He's very much a part-timer. He turns the ball. That's what you want to encourage young spinners to do. Generate revs. Not being helped out by his fielders. It's calamity Sunday out there.
Very unselfish by him. Nicely tucked away on the leg side by Dipender Singh Airi for a single. After 36, Nepal 233 for 4.
लाइफबॉय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% ब्याक्टेरिया र भाइरसेस यसले भाइरससँग लड्छ र तपाईलाई सुरक्षा दिन्छ वर्ल्ड्स नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जम्प प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
Okay, boys, in this pitch, what we need is speed. You need to be fast.
Got it, coach.
Who's the fastest?
Whirling.
Okay, Whirling. Whirling.
सबैलाई थाहा छ इन्टरनेटको स्पिड र सर्भिस दुवैमा फास्टेस्ट Whirling नै हो.
This is the first.
Tomorrow 9 a.m. start. In the meanwhile, Nepal require just 3 runs to win. In 84 balls, Dipender Singh Airi is on strike. He would like to finish it off with a big blow. Dipender Singh Airi, he can do that. He's much capable of doing so.
A new bowler in. Ramley coming in. And there he goes. Piercing the gap between the coveries and Dipender Singh Airi. Nepal win by 6 wickets.
Yes, Nepal showing their authority in winning. They've won 11 ODIs in 12. Now they've won the first match in the ACC Men's Premier Cup 2023, the road to Asia Cup. What a good batting performance by Nepal. Started off with the bowling performance as well. Handshakes all around. Nepal winning the game by 6 wickets. Dipender Singh Airi hitting the winning score. 3 runs were required. Played a very good cover drive into the gap at extra cover for 4 runs. Look at this. Beautiful shot. Piercing that gap between mid-off and short extra. Down to the boundary line for 4. Very happy in Nepal camp there. Sompal Kami on his shorts. Bowled very well in the death overs. Even Sandeep Lamechani bowled well. Took 3 wickets apiece and 2 wickets to Lalit Narayan Rajbangshi. Very economical today, as always is.
Yeah, the happy camp looking even more happier now. Yeah, clinical performance you can say. With the bat, ball and in the field, Nepal looked impressive in all 3 departments. Yeah, handshakes around.
Yeah, the motto of the Monty Ball, happy dressing room. That is what Nepal has created today, as what they have done in the past for the last 2 months. Let's look at the wickets now of Nepal. Only 4 gone down, chasing a mere total of 236 in a very good batting track. Well, we'll look at the batting highlights first, and then the wickets. Look at that, Asif Sheikh. The ball stopped on him. He was out on the first over rather.
Yeah, the second wicket was Kushal Bhurtel. Then Rohit just chipping it to the point fielder. The third wicket down. And the last wicket to fall was Bhim Sarki after a very well played innings. Just tried to finish it early. Was very good, unselfish attitude shown by him too. playing for the team. That's what required. That's the drone shot of Kirtipur's beautiful stadium. And that's the bowling card of Malaysia. 8 bowlers used. Irfan 5 overs, 38 runs given, 1 wicket. Rizwan